Yo, welcome back to the Inner Circle. Today I am bringing you week 10 of PAC Season 1, facing off against Lux and I'm gonna butcher this, the Liyue Harbor Glaze Lilligants. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. The team is pretty scary, and we'll just jump right into looking at the matchup. So my team is Hydreigon, Conkeldurr, Slowking, Klefki, Tangela, Wigglytuff, Torcat, Tornadus T, Scolipede, Palossand, and Lily. On Lux's team is Necrozma, Scizor, Suicune, Thunderous Eye, Mimikyu, Noivern, Marowak, Persian A, Bouffalant, Leafeon, and Petlil. So, as you can tell, the top half of the draft is pretty terrifying. The battle was already played, so I don't want to spoil too much. So, I guess let's just jump right into battle. So, I hope you enjoy, and let's get right into it. Alright, welcome to the battle. So, we did already queue in once, and we're reconnecting now. But the leads were Necrozma and Hydra, and we're going to do the same thing. So it's advantage us, for sure. Because we can just click buttons now. Because with no Persian Alola, there's no Dark Resist. So that means that Hydra just clicks Dark Pulse and basically nukes something, which is excellent for us. Necrozma could be Dark Berry to resist this, I guess. Draco Meteor does more as well, but I don't really care. I don't want Mimikyu coming in. There's a Dark Berry, a Colbur Berry. So that does almost 50. Scizor probably doesn't kill. No, it doesn't. And we know we're faster, so we just click it again. No problem. Something takes big damage again. Suicune might not take that much, because it's a Suicune, and it's bulky. Oh, that could be a roll to kill. It could have been a high roll, though. This is a max HP set, so we're not going to risk that. Because Hydra just comes in and presses Dark Pulse again on Necrozma later. Or even Mimikyu. I honestly wasn't paying attention to what move that was, but I'm genuinely not concerned. So we're going to just throw out some Leech Seeds. And it looks like it's not leftovers on that Suicune, unless I missed something. So we connect with the seeds, so that's pretty big. Some nice residual damage on this thing. And this is apparently to switch into Tangela. Let's see what a Life Orb Sludge Wave does to us. And it has a chance to kill, so we are out of here. We will go into probably Klefki, because he's not going to click an electric move. I'm just going to predict a Sludge Wave. Hopefully that's what's coming. We could set up. A Nasty Plot into a Thunderbolt would kill us, likely. Knockoff. That is fine. We'll get some heals from the Leech Seed. So Klefki is not super important here. It's not super important. Spikes would be good to get up. And we can see what this thing wants to do against Klefki. It's just going to switch, so that's cool. Ruby. Scizor? Yeah. See if it has defog. It might just click it right away. Might click U-turn, but our dedicated switch into this is our Torracat. It could have knockoff and get rid of our Eviolite, but that's okay. So it switches out into Noivern. So we get an Intimidate off. Doesn't really do much for us except for make U-turn do less. It could have Flamethrower for Klefki. It's very well might just click Defog. I think until we know it's set, we put Klefki in because it's the least important member. Wigglytuff is good for Mimikyu. So there's the Flamethrower. Like I said, it could have Flamethrower. Doesn't even do half though, so Klefki is free to click Dazzling Gleam, which won't do much to Scizor, but we'll get to learn if Scizor is Boots. It's just going to click it again, so we are going to get like a good 50% damage off here. Oh, I got burned. Damn, so it will go down this turn. Yeah, so we do 50%, like I said. So Noivern kind of forces Wigglytuff, because we don't want to just take a Draco on anything else. So we learned this is Boots. I'm thinking we just teleport, although it's going to really suck if it stays in, because I don't have anything to switch into it. Kind of think we teleport, though. I don't think we let it go down, or I don't think Lux lets it go down. It does U-turn. Alright, so we're going to get some good momentum here. That U-turn does absolutely nothing. Again, Klefki was the least useful member on the team. Lux's team doesn't have Rapid Spin, so those spikes are here to stay. Unless something obviously gets rid of them with Defog, in which case they would have to set up hazards after the fact. So this gets us a free switch into Hydra to just nuke something again with Dark Pulse. So this will claim a kill, or at least like 75%. Alright, so we do take down the Necrozma. So let's see. Noivern, Burn, kills, Clap, Hydra, Pulse, kills, Necrozma. Okay. So Mimikyu is in. So again, we're going to just switch out. We're going to go into our Wigglytuff because it's our best answer to this thing. It resists both of Mimikyu's, or it's immune to both of not immune. Resists one of Mimikyu's stabs, and then Play Rough. I think I have it so that this doesn't kill me. I think I made it so +2 doesn't kill me. I'm just double checking that. Yeah. And we can break its disguise here with basically anything. Hopefully Play Rough just misses, because then we can kill this. Okay, Play Rough hit. So yeah, we live. Life Orb is what we count against. So we'll break the disguise. I'm curious if at Hydra's health, can it take a +2 Life Orb hit from Mimikyu? Shadow Sneak, yeah. Okay, so Hydra can come in and sneak this thing. Or, I mean, Dark Pulse and kill this thing whenever it wants. We don't really need this anymore. Play Rough is coming and I can't do anything about it, so I think we'll just let this die. I definitely should have just clicked Shadow Ball in case it missed, but I didn't. So Hydra comes in and it kills this now. So we live a +2 Life Orb hit. Shadow Sneak. So we just click Dark Pulse again, and Hydra claims another one. Mimikyu kills Wigglytuff. Yeah, so this doesn't kill. That was a crit. I was gonna say, that did way more damage than it was supposed to. So Hydra kills Mimikyu. Yeah, that did way too much damage. As long as they don't get rocks up, that's okay. I think we want to keep this alive, because now we can click Draco Meteor. There's no way it Dracos, because it doesn't need to Draco. We're gonna go into Torn and Scout. I don't think it Dracos. It doesn't need to Draco. I can just click Flamethrower. Or U-turn. That's gonna do nothing against Torn, and Torn is faster than everything other than that Noivern, so that's good for Torn. Do we take a hit from this? I feel like we probably don't. We do not. Our switch-ins are not very good at this point. I think we probably want to switch. Our switch-ins were never good, to be fair. I don't really have switch-ins to this on the team. Slowking can kind of do it. But obviously it's an electric type. Let's scout for Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave is a good play if he clicks Sludge Wave. Or if Lux clicks Sludge Wave. Knockoff. I could have stayed in and 2-hit KO'd you. It was crazy. That sucks. Sludge Wave definitely kills now. And at this point, I need Toric at the least. Let's see what comes in. It's the Noivern. I was not expecting a switch. Maybe he doesn't have Sludge Wave. Maybe Lux did not bring Sludge Wave on Thunderous, which would be huge, because then Tangela walls it. Hurricane doesn't kill. So now Noivern doesn't touch Tornadus. We're gonna set up a nasty plot. I think Suicune should be the play here. Let's see if +2 Tornadus can kill Suicune from here. I think it can. Unless it's like Max Spadef, I think we can. Even Max Spadef dies. So let's just hit, please? Tornadus? Extreme speed? That's crazy. Okay, so Torn kills Suicune. We're still in an okay spot. We don't have anything for Noivern, though. We're gonna have to start just losing stuff to Noivern. This is why we need to keep this thing alive, and I think we need to give up. At this point, now I definitely don't need... With Suicune dead, I definitely don't need Tangela. Suicune dead, Mimikyu dead. Although Tangela kind of seems to wall. Tangela did kind of seem to wall the Thunderous, but I think potentially they were just hiding the Sludge Wave still, or they were choiced into something. We just click Icy Wind here. If Scissor comes in, it dies from Icy Wind in a Heat Wave. Icy Wind stops a Scarf Thunderous. Icy Wind would have killed the Noivern. So, unless this thing is Akaberry, it's hurt by the spikes, so it potentially could be Akaberry. But I think that's worth the risk. So we're just going to Heat Wave. Bullet Punch shouldn't kill. It's going to do a lot. As long as we hit our Heat Wave. So it is Life Orb. Okay, we do hit the Heat Wave, so Scissor goes down. I feel like the Thunderous might be Scarfed. We have to give up something here. And at no point does Hydra do anything anymore. Because it's slower than both of these mons. I think we need to get Torn back to full health. Or near full health. I was really hoping for a miss there. So we need a miss out of this Draco Meteor or Hurricane. Because at this point, Icy Wind kills this, and if Thunderous comes in, Icy Wind potentially 2-hit KOs it. So we just need a miss here for a chance at this one. Okay, he just goes, or Lux just goes for the raw flamethrower damage. And a crit. Fantastic. Icy Wind kills, and if I had to guess, the Thunderous is scarfed, and it's just gonna kill us. And we're gonna lose, so. Noivern kills Tangela. Noivern kills Torracat. And, yeah, I think we've lost. Oh, it was not Scar. Should have gone for Hurricane then, try to get the confusion. Thunder Punch. Physical. That's wild. GG's to Lux. GG's. We lost 1-0. Not a bad loss. We kind of needed wins here at the end. Because that's going to put us potentially at the bottom of the playoff race. We'll see after the rest of these Week 10s shake out. Let's do a team breakdown as per usual. We'll swap scenes and hop over to the team. So Hydra, which I said it multiple times, Hydra was choice specs. Dark Pulse is really good against Lux's team. The only resist is a Lowland Persian. So a Lowland Persian could hardly take 2 Dark Pulses anyway off of a spec set. So it was really, really good to just click buttons. Hydra got 2 kills with Dark Pulse, so it worked really well. Didn't really have to click any other buttons. We also had Flash Cannon for Mimikyu if it was at higher HP than it was. We had Flamethrower for Scizor. We had Draco for like Suicune. So yeah, it matches up really well against Lux's team. 4 moves. I wanted U-turn, but I opted to go with Flash Cannon. And then the EV spread was super basic. 244 speed Timid to outspeed Mimikyu. And 252 Spatak, 12 HP. So again, super basic. The next mon was Klefki. Klefki was sort of like a secondary check to a few things. Noivern, other than Flamethrower, it checked that really well. It was sort of a secondary check to Scizor a little bit, Thundurus a little bit. Because my team doesn't have Thundurus switch-ins, like at all. So I kind of just had to go with the flow on Thundurus. And obviously you saw it did clean up. It was physical, which maybe it was choice banded. I feel like it was choiced. Because it wasn't, we learned it wasn't Scarf at the end, so I don't know what it was, but that's why Tangela walled it. So Tangela would have been the right thing to keep. Sven, you missed it. Damn it, Sven. It was a 1-0 win for Lux. It was a really good battle. Came down to the wire at the end, so it was a good battle for sure. Klefki was good for getting up spikes. It was my defogger, and then it had Flash Cannon, Dazzling Gleam for Alolan Persian, for Mimikyu, for Noivern. Yeah, that sort of stuff. It was really for Persian, and then to secondarily check the special attackers. And then it did come in on Scizor, right? And got knocked off. It got knocked off by something, either Scizor or Thundurus. And maybe it was Thundurus. But anyway, the spread was not really anything special. It was leftovers with 252 Spadaf, 228 HP, and the rest in defense. So nothing really crazy there. Next up is Tangela, carrying the Eviolite like it usually does. Knockoff Giga Drain, Toxic Leech Seed. Tangela is really annoying Mon when it has its Eviolite, so Toxic and Leech Seed just make it so much more annoying. Leech Seed for if Scizor wants to come in on it, which it usually can pretty freely. Knockoff Giga Drain looks really good on Tangela per usual. Giga Drain for Suicune. We had a specific EV spread to try to take on Suicune, although the Calm Mind set, like maybe a Chesto Resto Calm Mind Ice Beam Scald set, looks really good against me. So we couldn't really take on +1 Ice Beams too well with Tangela, but we tried. So our set was 132 Spatak with a Modest Nature. That allowed us with Giga Drain to break any subs guaranteed. Hey, D Goody with the sub. Wow. Hey, great work. There's Goody with the sub.
Hey, Goody.
And A-Bomb with the guest appearance. Subtrain question mark? Are you crazy? Anyways, Tangela walled Suicune for the most part. Other than that Ice Beam Rest Talk or Resto Chesto set. So with the 132 Modest Nature, we were able to Giga Drain and break any subs, and we could kill through sleep. So the idea was Suicune clicks rest, we get Giga Drain off and take away, I think it was like 37%-ish. And then it's 2 sleep turns, we are able to get it the rest of the way down. So that was the Tangela Spatak investment. 44 defense, 92 Spadaf, 12 speed, and 228 HP. I won't go into too much detail on the defenses and the investment reasoning for it. One, because at this point, not super critical. Tangela did what it does. I had to sack it off though, and it lost its Eviolite, so it was a lot less useful. But secondly, I also don't remember the exact reasons for the investments, so we'll move on to Tornadus. Tornadus picked up a kill. Tornadus played pretty well in this one, I thought. Torn picked up 2 kills actually, Suicune and Scizor. So the Tornadus set was very offensive this week. We were timid nature to outspeed everything other than the Noivern, and we'll get to those EVs in a second. But Hurricane Heatwave Icy Wind hit the whole team. In Oko's actually does it Oko Noivern? I don't remember that calc. It comes very close. For sure, Sven, and it's against you, if I recall correctly. So Maybe we just meme again and you let me win. How do you feel? Anyway, let me run this calc. Where's my calc? Did I get rid of my calc? I think I got rid of my calc. I'm running this calc. Noivern, does it die to Icy Wind? I don't remember. It comes really close if it doesn't. It's 85 to 100, so it doesn't kill, but if it's chipped at all, then it goes down. Icy Wind also doesn't allow a Scarfmon to switch in on Tornadus. So if that Thunderous had been Scarfed, which we learned it wasn't, it would not be able to come in on an attack, because then Tornadus would outspeed, because it would essentially get rid of the Scarf. So Icy Wind looked pretty good. Heat Wave, obviously, for the Scizor, although Hurricane hits Scizor really hard already. And then Hurricane just hits everything hard. So it was pretty spammable. And if we could get a Nasty Plot up, it was really easy to just click Hurricanes and chunk into stuff. So that was Tornadus moveset. The EVs were nothing special. 212, Timid. 212 in speed with a timid nature. 252 Spatak to hit as hard as possible. 36 HP was basically a dump, and we had 8 remaining EVs for 4 in each of the defenses. So that was the Tornadus set. It was heavy duty boots this week, but rocks didn't end up coming, so it didn't really need them. Expert Belt or anything else probably would have been more useful. Maybe even like the Electric Berry would have been pretty cool. But anyways, Torracat. Torracat was the main switch into Scizor. And that was pretty much exclusively what it was here for. The moveset was pretty annoying. Toxic Roar, Parting Shot. Once we got the spikes up, Roar was pretty fun to just click and phase things out. Parting Shot obviously is just a fantastic move, lowering each of your opponent's attack stats. And then Flamethrower covers a physical Scizor, physically defensive Scizor, and chunks into a specially defensive one as well. I think, personally, it's Torracat's best attacking move. That or Fire Blast, because with no available recovery, you really don't want to click Flare Blitz. So that is Torracat. The EVs were kind of all I guess they were pretty simple. 52 Spatak. There was a specific calc for it, but I don't remember. 220 speed with a timid nature, outsped. Suicune guaranteed, so we could potentially get off a Toxic on it before it set up a sub, if it was going to be a sub type set. And then Parting Shot is fantastic at that speed tier as well. With the only things outspeeding it being Leafeon, which doesn't stay in on it. And then Mimikyu outspeeds as well. And then up from there with the Thundurus and the Noivern and the Persian. But everything else, we could either force a switch on or get a Parting Shot on, so we could get into something for free pretty much. And then the remainder was 228 HP, and then 4 in each of the defenses. Yo, you're right, Sven. Where is the SD weakness policy flame charge power trip Torracat? You're right. That set was fantastic, and if I didn't have that Carkol, you literally might have swept with it. So that was Torracat. Last but not least was Wigglytuff, and this was our Mimikyu answer as well as a Noivern check. It clicked Shadow Ball. We had to basically give it up to Mimikyu. His play rough, not easy to switch into on my team either. My only resist being Klefki, Torracat, and Scolipede. Yes, you're right, Sven. Carkol is broken. So Wigglytuff had to take on Mimikyu. Couldn't really take 2 play roughs, but we kind of were hoping for a miss. It didn't happen, of course, but we tried our best. The EV spread, since I'm on that screen already, I might as well go over it. So we were leftovers. EVs were 12 in HP, 252 in defense with that bold nature, 44 attack, 188 spadef, and 12 speed. The 44 attack was for a specific reason. I don't remember what it was. And then we basically needed max defense to take on Mimikyu. And that 188 speed was to help check Noivern. Or, I mean, not speed, Spadef, to check Noivern. 12 speed also helped us prevent stuff from speed creeping. Wigglytuff being at 45 made us slightly faster than Marowak, which was really the only thing that we would have to worry about. So with that, we take an L this week after a couple wins in a row in this league. But it was only a 1-0 loss, so that's really big for seeding in PAC, as PAC is based on differential as the first tiebreaker instead of head-to-head. So that puts our differential at -2 now, which is not bad for this bottom half of the playoff order. That does put us at the best differential right now at the bottom of the playoffs. So hopefully we can at least tie some of these teams here record-wise, and we'll sneak in on differential. So yeah, with that, that's going to do it. We are looking forward to next week's battle against Sven here, and hopefully I can take a W, because I think I will need one for playoffs. So that'll do it. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for joining the Inner Circle, and we will catch you all next time.